Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with jetting off to 89, the Winnipeg Jets 1989-1990 season continued. Playoff push, playoffs, and off-season spectacular. Jeff, we're just about at the end of the year. We've played 76 games. We've got 71. We are comfortably in the playoffs as we are the 8th seed with 71 points, although we're only 3 points
Which isn't that much of an accomplishment when 16 of the 21 teams make the playoffs, but still.
Yeah, well, you brag about Vancouver almost winning a cup when they were below 500, so let's just leave it at that. We're trying to be nice about everything. But we have a chance to possibly maybe all the way get up to 6th and, maybe even squeak to 5th if everybody else gets on a bit of a losing.
Whatever gets us avoiding the Oilers in the first round.
That would be the most ideal situation, but that seems unlikely. The Oilers, of course, don't have Gretzky at this point, but they do still have a good team. We have remade the Jets a bit as I pull up their roster screen here.
The Oilers don't have Grant Fuhr either because they've traded him to you.
Yes, we picked up Grant Fuhr to put him in net. We also added some forwards in terms of the Stastny brothers are on our team as we traded for one of them.
Signed Anton, who had gone to Switzerland as a free agent at this point in real life, and then traded for Peter, who really hasn't done much for you.
No, and then we also added John
Ogrodnik from Rangers.
Yes.
Still pretty good at this point, but this was probably his last good year in real life, and then he went into decline. Yes. And we brought Bob Gainey back from France.
Yes. We also signed a Finnish player whose name is escaping me, but I think he's hurt. Or is he in the minors? No,
Raimo Helmman, and he broke his kneecap.
Yes. So you can see we have a number of people who are hurt, which has kind of hurt us pretty badly, especially losing Teppo Newman and Dave Ellett. So that's part of the reason for our struggles. And I should say we are streaming live on both twitch.tv/franchise hockey manager as well as twitch.tv/OOTP developments. And we have Philip Croatia 85 who says, hello, Croatian here.
Well, Philip's on testers.
Yes. So basically, just going to pull up our stats here so you can have an idea of what's going on. Howard Chuck's doing awesome, has 111 points in 76 games, should easily hit 50 goals this year. Kennyworth kind of coming up next because we didn't have Ogrick for that long. But he's put out almost a point per game. Kennyworth is 57 and 76. And we've had a bit of a decline here in terms of our stats, although some of those guys are injured too. We look at their...
That's decent secondary production. It's more spread between the second and third lines. And
yeah, but I mean, we have...
concentrated on the second one.
Elnick had 79 points in 55 games. He was doing really well, and he's hurt right now. So, I mean, that kind of hides that a little bit. But yeah, so we're not overly deep, but we have enough that we might, if things go really well, be able to put in a bit of a playoff push here. But we'll kind of see how things go. We made a few trades. I'll just pull up our stats here, actually, for not our stats, our transaction log.
Transaction log, yeah.
And we can see here, we gave up a couple of rights to get... And gave up one of the guys we signed as a free agent, actually, to get... I can't say that last name.
Ogrodnik.
Yeah, and then we gave up nothing to get Stastny, Peter Stastny.
And we just got Vladimir Ruzicka from the Oilers on waivers.
Yeah. Yeah, but we did pick up a couple third-round picks because we needed to kind of bolster all our... draft picks for this next year because we don't have a second. So we got 2/3, a 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. So hopefully we'll be able to find some guys to add. And we'll have Timo Solani here next year, along with Chris Draper will probably be around, and Stu Barnes. So we have some guys coming is most important. But yeah, that's kind of our big takeaway here. So continuing this game versus Vancouver, we're just kind of going to sim out this because I don't see a huge amount of point playing, Jeff. Unless you're going to argue with me.
No, I don't think we're really going to move that much in the standings.
Stu Barnes from the WHL Seattle Thunderbirds, yes. And
Yep.
we actually pick up a win.
No,
Nice.
actually, wasn't Barnes Tri-City? I think Barnes was in Tri-City.
I can't remember off the top of my head. And
Got to check to be sure, but I'm
Ruzicka scores a power play goal. Awesome. Thomas Dean ties it back up, and then another power play goal for Ruzicka. Peter Stastny, Anton Stastny, Greg Hoggood score in the third. Nice. All right, so all these guys you called out, Jeff, suddenly start scoring. That's what I like.
I was right. Tri-City Americans.
Oh, Northern Sky is trying to fight you on it.
That's weird. Was he? Yeah, no, New West and Tri-City. It's as far as I can. I mean, that's what it's saying in Hockey Reference, and I'm sure I remember him in Tri-City.
All right, taking a look here again. Then, oh man, Carlisle got hurt with a myofascial cut, so Tim Waters is coming in. Ugh. Hopefully, he's not gone that long. Carlisle, we do have a healthy Greg, so he's coming in for Ruzicka. If I can find his name on here, as I'm lost. Oh yeah, there we go. And so if I take a quick look at our lines here, that puts him on the third line. No, we probably want him on the second line, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're just going to let everything get mixed up here again quickly. It moved Gainey all the way to first line.
I don't think we want that.
No, so who do we want there instead? We want to put Ashton up?
Yeah.
And then do we want to move Borsato? That doesn't seem right. Oh, Borsato's still playing. Okay, well, maybe that's part of the issue. We should take him out and put in... Doug Smale's not healthy yet, but he's at 80%. We could put him back in. Or we could put... Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's redo the lines there. Hold on. Okay, Smale's up to the first line. Still wants to put Gainey on the second line, though. But we'll put Ashton on the second line, right wing. Can he do that? Yep, he can play both wings.
Yep.
All right, I like that better. And we'll hide Waters on the third pairing defenseman for right now. Okay, that works. Game versus LA. We're probably going to get crushed in this game. Rit Flyers says he's going to be back. All right, excellent. There was a question in the chat there for you too, Jeff, a little bit higher. And a 4-3 win versus LA. All right. We go down 1-0, but tie it up. Then they score late in the first, take a 2 or 3-1 lead, and then we score 3 straight. Nice.
Chat question was about World Championships in historical mode. Maybe next year. Next year meaning FHM 9, not like the new year for FHM 8.
All right, Doug Smale's ready to come back. Okay, do we have any free
A lot of
agents
database work I'd have to do.
we need to worry about here, Jeff?
Ogrodnik. I think you'd renewed a few of them. Estensa.
Yeah. All right, Doug Smale. Well, Peter Stastny.
If you want to try and get another year out of Gainey.
Oh, we don't have Essenza renewed. We should renew him, right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
All right, renew him. He wants only 44,000. Absolutely.
And you may
for
want to
teams.
renew either one or both of Conroy and Mantha, just so you get a little
Depth.
defensive depth. Yeah.
Mantha wants a no trade clause. Whatever.
Try Conrad.
Hold on. Let me see if I can add 10K to each of his thing and take away the no trade clause. Yeah, he's okay if I add another 10 and take away the no trade. Should I try Conrad too or not? What's he want?
What do we look like?
Oh, he wants 86.5 for 2 years or 3 years.
Yeah. That's too much of an increase. Yeah.
Do we want to look at or okay? So the guy we traded for, he wants $425,000 for 6 years and a no trade clause.
6 years, good God! I mean, he was done by the time he was 33, and he's 30 now.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, we're gonna let him just stew on that for right now. What's Peter Stastny want? He wants $94,000 for 3 years.
Yeah, I think that's worth it because he played for quite a while. He was there still in the NHL until the mid-90s with the Blues.
All right. We will put in an offer to him. That'll take him through age 36. Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if Grodnik declined a little bit towards the end of the season. That'll let us get him a little cheaper too.
Okay, Bob Gainey wants $220,000 for a year.
That's less than he's making now.
Do we want to offer him it then, or not?
Yeah, I mean, good third, fourth line guy to keep around for one more year, I think.
We'll see. We don't want him holding back our young guys. All right. Cunnyworth's down to 59%, but he's going to gut it out for this game. Ride the hot hand of Grant Fuhr, and we pick up another win versus LA.
Fuhr's hot going into the playoffs. That's good.
Anton Stastny, Peter Stastny, Frederick Olofsson score to make a 3-2 win. 3-2 going into the second. My bad. Missed the third period summary. Howard Chuck scores his 50th. Nice. And Peter Stastny picks up his 13th.
Are we climbing up the league standings a little bit?
And we have 2 guys ready. Oh, Elnick's ready to come back. Nice. And Ian Duncan's ready to come back. Oh, he has to stay on there 2 more days. Okay. So
everybody else is long term, isn't it?
I believe so, yes.
Newman and Hellman are all.
Sending Barsado back down. We will look at what we need to do when it comes time for our next game. And Essens assigns, Gainey signs, Momantha signs, and Peter Stastny signs. All right, so taking a look at the standings, we have climbed all the way into 6th. A 2-point lead on Toronto. So that would be nice. Duncan is healthy and ready to return. Can he come? Yes. Okay, so then who's going down? I guess we got to send... Brad Jones can come out. Okay. And we'll send him down. He's got to go on waivers, whatever. Okay, so we are going to have Elnick come back in. Duncan needs to come back in, but man, Kennyworth's down to 55%. So we're going to take... Who else is coming out of this lineup, Jeff?
You got...
Brent Hughes. Never mind.
Brent Hughes. Yeah. That's the obvious one.
Duncan comes out. And we'll have to keep looking at Cunnyworth because we need him off 55%. That's not good. All right, let's have our assistant create lines here. All right, those look like much better balanced lines. What do you think, Jeff?
Yeah, I think so. Yep, that looks good.
I'm sorry to hear that, Croatia.
Ouch.
I hope you're doing better now, then.
Still starting to pick up here again. We had a big jump in the number of cases yesterday. I think we're getting the Omicron.
Yeah, all right. So good news. Howard Chuck went up and Bob Essenzel went up. Stu Barnes went up a little bit too. Nice. Dallas Eakins, who's not going to turn into much. Ron Jones. Rick Tabaraki goes up a tiny bit. Brian McReynolds. And Timo Solani's up to 2 stars.
So yeah, we'll have him next year. That's still a year early, isn't it?
No, that's a couple of years early. 92-93 was his rookie season. All right. And Peter Stastny actually is 14th top selling jersey. Okay, monthly budget. We're going to keep the team morale high. Our scouting's good. And we don't need to do any in-game promotions right now. Yeah, I think we're pretty good with that. All right. Cunnyworth's up to 70%. He can gut it out then for this game versus the Oilers. Simming it out, and we lose 4-2. Darn.
And that should be 80 games, right?
That was, in fact, game 80, yes. So no. What?
He gets himself suspended for the first round. Fantastic.
Come on.
That's a good thing we picked up Ruzicka at least.
Are you serious? Like, come on, dude. Like, last game of the year, for just, I know what I need to do. I will get into we lost Brad Jones. He was claimed by LA. That's okay.
So what do the standings look like?
Board confidence update. Hold on, we'll get there. Barry Shankrell thinks the season has proceeded promising so far and should continue doing your good work. However, the team has not been so successful, and the performance seemed to improve significantly. You only went 5-6-3 from a long-term perspective. Barry Shankrell is satisfied with your work and looks forward to a promising future. Looking at our job security, we're pretty high. We're actually 95 for current player or current fan happiness, so that's nice. We finished in 6th. Avoiding the Oilers. I think that's a big win for us. All right. Nominations. Do we get any, Jeff? Any guesses?
I'm guessing none.
You're guessing none. How dare you? Let's see. Paul Coffey, Wayne Gretzky, and Ron Francis are the Hart nominees. Bill Ranford, Kirk McLean, and Ed Belfour are Vezina. Norris is Doug Wilson, Paul Coffey, and Phil Housley. Calder Trophy is Darren Turcotte, Jeremy Roenick, and Mark Recchi. NHL GM of the Year should be us, but it's not for some silly reason. And Glenn Sather and Ed Johnson. Selke Trophies, Doug Gilmore, Mark Hartman, Ron Francis, Lady Bing, Joe Newendike, Ray Shepard, and Ron Francis. Mark Messier Leadership doesn't actually include Mark Messier. It's just Ron Francis, Scott Stevens, and Steve Yzerman. Ted Lindsay is Paul Coffey, Ron Francis, Wayne Gretzky. And the Jack Adams Award should be us, but it's not. It's John Muckler, Mike Keenan, and Rick Lay. Very disappointing. All right. We somehow still get Edmonton in the playoffs.
Check the league standings. Is it doing 1 through 16? I think we're still in that, aren't we?
So we played well enough to take.
Or is it
no
divisional?
13. It must be division.
That's divisional. Yeah, that's right. It's divisional. I'm thinking yeah.
Thank goodness we moved up there. Actually, we probably wouldn't have mattered anyways. We couldn't have caught LA. So good news. We get a fight against Edmonton. All right. I'm expecting this to probably be a pretty quick series.
Yeah, even without Gretzky, but although maybe, Fuhr might surprise us.
We actually pick up a win to start.
Ian Duncan, with all people, with 2 goals.
Yeah. Ashton, Ian Duncan, Doug Smale.
And had 3 goals within about a minute in the first period. Just over a minute.
And Brian Propp goes down with a sports hernia. That hurts. All right, game versus Edmonton. We're not changing anything. Simming it out again, and 3-0 win. Grant Fuhr, number 1 star with a shutout. Our big trade deadline acquisition comes through, scores the first goal. Thomas Steen, second. Mo Mantha, third. Empty net.
Hawerchuk hasn't really done anything at all. First line isn't scoring for us, but...
Well, you got to say things like that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I am a little bit shocked, to say the least.
I mean, this is how are the actual the team that actually has Gretzky has the Kings doing?
We'll look after. And
game 3,
6-1 win over Edmonton. Hawerchuk, Duncan, Hoggood, Stastny, Ashton.
See, as soon as I mentioned Hawerchuk, he starts scoring.
This is starting to feel like real, Jeff. Jets were up in this series and then proceeded to get their butts kicked. Okay, you wanted to see how
the Kings are doing against Calgary?
2-1. Minnesota's over Detroit, 3-0. Chicago's over Toronto, 2-1. Washington over Philly, 2-1. Pittsburgh over New Jersey, 3-0. Buffalo over Montreal, 2-1. And Hartford over Boston, 2-1. All right. Not changing anything again. And 5-2 victory. We sweep the Oilers.
And Ruzicka, who's in for Stastny, gets 2 points and his second star.
He was mad they waived him.
Yeah, I guess the Oilers are kind of regretting trading Fuhr at this point.
Oh, look at that. Ognick, 100 offensive game rating. That is pure domination. Actually, speaking of which, we don't even have, what's his name? Peter Stastny's back from a suspension, and we never put Randy Carlyle in that either.
Carlyle was sitting out that one.
Yes.
He did that with the whole thing with Tim Waters in the lineup. Okay, so maybe shuffle your lines now that you got you can put Waters in, or take Waters out and put Carlyle in, and put.
I did.
You got Stastny back too.
I know, and he's coming in for even though he had. Yeah, what a great playoffs he had.
Who have you got on the fourth line center position?
Let's take a look here. Ron Wilson.
Hans Wilson, yeah, you don't want to move him out. And Duncan, yeah, I guess Ruzicka has to come out.
Yeah. There's really no other choice.
Are we going to get the Kings in the second round, or
no? You get the Flames.
Tie that up?
Yeah.
Oh, Calgary, to get
Flames won. I'll just look at the standings here again. So Boston, Buffalo, Washington, Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Chicago, and Winnipeg versus Calgary.
Yeah, this is going to be tough too. That's not quite, it's got a lot of the remnants of their Stanley Cup team. No more Lanny McDonald, but Al McInnes, Brad McCrimmon, Mike Vernon, Gilmore, Neuendijk still around.
5-4 win to start.
Dale Fleury.
Ron Wilson, because you threatened to take him out of the lineup, scores the first goal. Tied up. Hawerchuk scores. Ogornik scores. Conrad. And then Hawerchuk again.
Look how much time was left and Hawerchuk got the winner.
I know. 2 seconds. Randy Carlyle came in and started throwing punches. And Cam Neely got suspended 2 games. All right. Game 2. And we lose 3-2 to Calgary. Joe Nylander scores 1-1.
End of the winning streak.
We got outshot 35-16.
But the good news is we split in series in Calgary, so we're back to Winnipeg and we got home advantage now.
And we just lost Doug Smale for 2 to 3 weeks, so guess who's coming back in?
That'd be Ruzicka.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that slots him in on the second line. I'm going to move him down to third and put Ashton up.
Put Ashton, yeah.
And Doug Smales are ready to resume skating. Oh, he's down to 1 to 2 weeks.
So he may be back fast. That's good.
He knows it's playoffs. He knows he's got to get going. And a 4-3 loss. Do we need to bring Tim Waters back? Is that it? Oh, man. All right. Game versus Calgary here again. Not changing anything else. Come on, guys. And we lose 3-2.
And Calgary's actually got Walmsley, the backup in goal.
Oh, man. I don't know what to say here.
Maybe a little more playing time for the top line.
All right. We're going to sim it out because we simmed everything else. And we actually pick up a 4-2 win.
Not dead yet.
Anton. Johnny. Brent Ashton. And Vladimir comes in. Nice. Goal and assist for him.
Third star.
Yeah. All right. Another game versus Calgary here. Again, we're not changing anything else. And 2-1 loss. Wah, 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 wah. Howard Chuck scores to open it up, but that is our only goal of the game. We give up 2 goals in the second period, and we just can't get it done in a very, very quiet third. No penalties, no nothing.
And we only had 22 shots in the game. Just didn't have quite enough offense. So Calgary comes out of the Smythe. Who are they playing in the Norris? Is it Chicago or Minnesota?
Minnesota. So we're going to sim through this now.
Minnesota upset Chicago, and they actually open up the road to Calgary.
Chris Draper's still improving, which is good. Timo Solani got a few more things. Duncan increased. And then a whole lot of negatives.
Ashton, Carlisle, Gainey, Conroy, Mantha. Yeah, Grodnick's going down. That may make him a little cheaper to sign.
Both Stas needs to go down too. Also not good. And Ron Wilson. All right, monthly
the old
budget.
guys, basically.
We're going to move that team morale back down to 0 because I don't really see a point of spending much more than 1 point. And try and bank some points. 2-0. And select a Hall of Fame nominee. We are going to select Pete Mahovlich because he should be in the Hall of Fame already. Although there's lots of good offers. And I actually just saw there too. Dale Howardchuk slipped into number 17 for top selling jerseys.
And looks, Stastny's fallen out. They get a little bit of a bonus on the jersey sales just after they're traded. Or signed as a free agent or whatever. Joined a new team.
Calgary and Boston in the finals.
Well, Boston had only
1-1.
Boston was worse than us.
2-1 Boston. Series tied 2-2. Yes, Dave Ellett is finally healthy. Oops, I don't want to move him down to the Moncton Hawks. Wait, did the Calgary Flames win the Stanley Cup? No, that hasn't happened yet. Bob Essenza moved up. More guys going. Oh, boy, a lot of guys going down. Oh, so many guys. Dale Howardchuk lost 2 things.
That's what happens when you sign a bunch of old guys. Oh, yeah, that's weird. Howardchuk went down a little bit.
Well, that's why I wasn't sure about re-signing some of these old guys. But you're like, oh, yeah, re-sign them.
Well, you haven't got good alternatives yet.
That is true. Stastny's going down some. Ron Wilson going down. Yeah, rough. All right. Monthly budget. We're not changing anything. So did the Flames win and we didn't get a message? Oh, right there. I missed it. Yep. Flames beat Boston 3-0.
Oh, 2 cups in a row for Calgary.
Disappointing. Okay, we're going to put Pete Mahovlich in, Andy Bathgate because he's a Winnipegger, Mike Bossy, and Butch Goring.
Also a Winnipegger.
Doesn't mean they don't deserve it.
Doesn't mean they do deserve it.
How dare you? Upcoming free agents. Yeah, he's down to 5 years now, but he wants $425 for 5 years instead of 6.
Well, that's much better.
Down $5,000 in 1 less year. Should we put Doug Smale on the trading block? Or I'm going to shop him right now. See if we get anything of interest. Although we will take a hit for trading him. Montreal offers us nobody. Toronto offers us somebody who's hurt. Nope. Oh, Jim Nill. Do you want Jim Nill?
No, okay. He's pretty much 1 point in 37 games this year. Elderly Ron Grishner.
Okay, now that would be kind of interesting. Trade for 29-year-old center Igor Larionov.
Yeah, who hasn't had a good first year in Vancouver, but wound up being much better with
Detroit
and San Jose.
Yeah. Thoughts?
It's going to be kind of crowded at center because you re-signed Stastny and you got Steen Wilson. Wilson can play the wing. You probably put Larionov on the second line, and he and Stastny can fight for the second line. The other one gets the third line. Oh no, you got Steen too, though. You'll probably wind up putting Larionov on the fourth line.
Okay, we could do this. Trade him for Guy Lafleur.
Well, Lafleur's still got a little bit left in him.
I think that would actually be kind of we would get a living legend back. so we wouldn't actually take too much of a beating. Lafleur could play the wing.
You got Lafleur and Gainey.
Am I crazy for thinking that we should do this deal? I mean,
I'll do it.
I was gonna let Smale walk, but yeah, okay. What the heck? Let's bring in Guy Lafleur.
Check his contract. You need to.
Yeah, I'm absolutely yeah. All right, so we have brought in old man Guy Lafleur. I love it.
Oh no, he's got a year left.
Oh yeah, okay. And he's making peanuts too. He'll probably end up retiring, probably.
You got to give him number 10.
I'm not giving him number 10. He didn't even ask for it, I don't think.
Or number 4. They actually just retired as number 4 league-wide in the Quebec League.
It doesn't actually say what number he got, so what number did he get?
Oh, we haven't come to a game yet, so he hasn't asked.
Oh, yeah, he's at 0. Okay, well, let's give him number 4 then.
Or 10. You got.
I'm not giving him 10. 4? Are you insane?
Why?
Because you know who has number 10.
Oh, right, our track. Okay.
Somebody else has number 4. Somebody else has number 4, though.
Olsen.
We're putting him to 42. And giving him number 4. I'm sorry, we are not giving him number 10. That's just you're crazy. That's out of the question. We did not win Manager of the Year, but we did make the playoffs. We did. What do you mean we didn't have a winning season? I guess we didn't. We finished 3 games under 500. My bad. A season score of 15. All right, so we're going to put up coaching prospects 1. Coaching forwards, coaching defense. Yeah, I guess, this makes more sense that we keep bringing in all these old Montreal guys when we have
Sam Pollock
as our scouting. Yeah. Gainey's rumor that Gainey's going to retire. So.
Could happen.
Easily could happen.
Oh, Red Fire's back in chat. Nick, if you're streaming this week, don't use the test build I just uploaded. There's a problem with that one. Adam had to go back to the release version to do this stream.
Yes, as Jeff is pointing out, we are currently working on a new build of FHM with hopes of being released next week, Jeff, did I see?
No, it's 76 is the test version.
No, for public release, Jeff.
No, I'm talking to Nick. He just asked version 75 in the chat.
Check the forums, Rit, for more. And, all right. Yeah. Okay, so this is the last day of the month. We are moving over to July 1st. We don't have the league expanding this next year, right? No. No, we got a couple years before expansion. All right. Calgary is the winners, huh? Very, very interesting. All right, so taking a look here, Gainey did in fact retire, so that's too bad. But that means that, well, he dropped down to 2 stars anyways. So we have Guy Lafleur to replace him.
Who didn't retire?
Didn't retire. At least we don't see that he retired here, but he might have. You never know.
My only other prominent one was Liud. No, I would mention him if he retired.
All right, board conference update, playoffs. Have some decent players coming in the league. Just look at my job security here. Okay, good.
Is Lindros draft on the next one?
Oh, it says he's a new player.
Yeah, it'll be the year after then.
Yeah. All right. So it is July 1st, which means if I look at my upcoming free agents here really quick. Randy Cunnyworth is about the only one. Ashton. Okay. Unsigned players. We want to get Timu under contract.
Maybe Barnes too.
Jeff, who did Timu sign his first contract with?
What do you mean, the person was obviously the Jets?
You would be wrong. He did not sign his first contract with the Jets.
Oh, did somebody? Yeah, that's right. How did that work?
He was offer sheeted by Calgary.
Yeah, because he stayed around. He stayed out of the league forever after he was drafted.
Oh, he had military service. Okay, so we've offered contracts to Solani and Barnes. I don't think Draper's ready yet. He's still only half a star, so I don't see much of a point.
Maybe one more year in the OHL.
Yeah. And you notice our Jets logo has changed. We are now in 1990. All right. Taking a look at the free agent center. Dominic Hasek's around.
Yep.
Should we add him? I feel bad for Essenza, but if we have Hasek and Grant Fuhrer, that's a pretty powerful.
What year was the two of them were together in Buffalo? You basically got the.
You're right. I have to do this.
What, the 92 or 93 Sabres?
Yep. Should we offer Peter Bondra a contract?
It's funny, shouldn't he be? I gotta check him in the database. He should probably be coming in with Washington's rights. No, it's not cheat on that. You can maybe grab one of the Russians.
All right, hold on. Let's see.
Vyacheslav Bekov, who never came over to North America. He went to Switzerland.
Okay, so why? Okay, Jeff, hold on. Let's just stop for a second here. Oh, you want us to bring in another center? Yeah, that's what we should do. Why is it now we're seeing a big influx of Russians in free agency?
This is where the 1990s, the year the Iron Curtain rule ends in the game. So, yeah, there's a ton of Czechoslovakians and Russians in here. Borshevsky's in there. And yeah, because we're not really in true free agency in the NHL here. So
should we bring in Peter Draisaitl? I think he has a famous son at some point, right?
Yeah.
All right. You want me to try and sign Bykov?
Bekov never. He went to. Wait, oh no, we didn't. We didn't sign who was the center we were just looking at for the trade. We didn't get him, so. Bekov, Zelapukin wound up going to New Jersey. Komitov went to. I think he went to Switzerland too.
Honestly, with
Mansky was in Quebec. Borshevsky in Toronto.
With how weak our defense is, it wouldn't be bringing in Kamensky would actually make the most amount of sense, I think.
He's a winger.
You're right. Yes, that's the one who I was looking at. Sorry.
Gusarov went to Quebec. Yeah, that might be the bad. That might make sense for you. Although your D isn't that bad. Remember, you had those two major injuries for the end of the season.
Well, I know, but we had no depth underneath, is what I mean.
Yeah.
So when we had injuries, it just kind of. Wonder if do you think I could sign him to a two-way deal?
Probably not, because he's asking for a ton.
I'll offer him over $100,000 to play in the minors. Oh, he says yes. Although if we sign one,
think about it. You didn't necessarily sign it yet.
Okay, but if we sign one Russian, we probably going to need to sign two, right?
Yeah, just and see if you maybe find a Russian assistant coach.
I was going to look for another Russian defenseman. Ilya Baikin? That's one star. Never mind. I don't want
Baikin. Yeah, no, that's maybe a winger instead.
Yeah, I want someone who's probably going to clear waivers. Titov?
If you're going to be sending him to the minors, he won't do you any good for not isolating Gusarov.
Well, Gusarov might be in the minors too.
Hmm.
All right, fine. We'll try and sign Bykov then, if that's what you want. Oh, he wants 535. I can't do it. It's too much.
Okay, try one of them. Try Zalapukin maybe. Or Kaminsky. Or Borshevsky.
510. Oh, man.
Yep, those guys weren't cheap when they came over.
Kaminsky wants 460. All right, we'll offer them. Oh, man. I thought we were going to try and not be Mike Smith. I feel like we're very much Mike Smithing this situation.
I mean, just signed two of them. Mike Schmidt would have signed like 20.
All of them. All right, so that gives us a... Okay, hold on. Let's look at our staff here. We could get a better skills coach. We could look for a Russian skills coach. Claire Drake is only average and above average.
Maybe see if there is one.
Okay, so we need that's physical training and coaching prospects.
Yeah. Emphasis on the physical training one.
Nope. I only see Canadians and Americans.
Yep. No Russians yet. So, okay, well, that's not going to happen.
I still wouldn't mind replacing him, so. Tristan Valancourt, bring him in.
Yeah. I think pretty much all these guys are just randomly generated.
All right, so bring him in. So Drake is going to be released. Valancourt is going to be set to our skill coach. Jeff, why aren't you in the database for being a coach, huh? There you go. All right, so we have a draft coming up. So who is in this draft? Oh, Brodeur, Yager.
The Yager draft.
Yeah, we're going to be able to get somebody.
And then 31 years later, he's still playing hockey.
All right, we're going to sim to the next day. And Hasek looks happy. Actually, all the guys seem to be pretty happy, which is good.
You gonna trade Essensa?
Yeah, we can. If we do, yeah, we'll look at trading him. That kills me because Essensa is All right.
I'll skip over the draft.
Seeing a bunch of contracts get terminated. Okay, I guess the question is, do we try and trade Essensa here right now?
I'll see what you can get. Actually, no, you don't know you got Hasek yet.
Well, so I know, but I think if we're going to move him, it's going to be... We got 4 offers. Edmonton offers us nothing. Vancouver's offers us Igor Larionov. Jay Miller. Montreal offers us nobody. I was hoping we might be able to sneak out a good pick. We don't really. Buffalo needs a goalie. I believe Essensa went to play for Buffalo too.
Did he? It wasn't very long if he did. Yeah, right at the very end, 9 games in 2001.
Yeah, see, I'm not crazy. I remember things. All right. Sabres first round pick. No, we're never willing to give that up. We don't have a second round pick, though. I want a much better player in return. What if we throw in... Wait, I thought we had 2 third round picks.
Well, let's trade our own. We've only got Quebec's. I think you did. Was that part of the Stasny trade?
Yeah, I thought we got two. No, I thought we got 2 picks back.
Uh, no, you got nothing back from Quebec in the.
No, it was the Ashton trade, I think.
Ashton. You didn't trade for Ashton.
Fenton. Sorry, Fenton.
Nope, I'm not seeing you getting anything. I don't. Oh, yeah, okay. Brunetta for Fenton and. Oh, yeah, looks like you did. I'm not sure. Oh, was that in a different year? Might have
Oh,
been.
it could be.
I think you got 2 Quebec third rounders, but from separate years.
Let's see. Oh yeah, third rounder next year.
Yep.
Buffalo doesn't want to give us something that good. Who else was bad last year? Detroit? We need kind of a middling team.
Detroit, we got well, they were about 500. Detroit, Leafs.
Okay, we could get our own third round pick back from them. Wonder if we can get that. These guys have been like, I don't want to give that. Okay. If we can get our own third round pick back. Offering it. Oh, man. Really? Man, they're being very stingy with their picks. All right, what else we got here? Quebec needs a goalie. Can we get something from Quebec? How is that? Okay, if we trade. Okay, if we trade Bob Essenza, a 5th-round pick, and the rights to Ian Duncan, who I don't care about because we weren't going to re-sign him, we'll get a. That's probably they'll probably do that offer.
The 4th rounder. Well, you just get a slightly higher pick. That's.
Well, that's better than nothing.
Not by much.
All right, fine. We won't worry about Bob Essenza right now. You're making me sad. All right, NHL Entry Draft. I forgot to look. Where are we picking here? We are picking 9th. Who goes first? Is it Brodeur goes first or Jaeger?
Brodeur to the Rangers. Or Yager to the Rangers.
Jaeger to the Rangers.
And Brodeur goes to
Quebec.
Oh, wow.
Doug Waite goes to St. Louis. Seems appropriate. Robert Lang goes to Vancouver. Michael Renberg goes to the Islanders. Keith Tkachuk goes to Boston. Zygmunt Palffy goes to Toronto. And Darian Hatcher goes to Detroit.
So we got Owen Nolan, who was the actual number 1 this year. Sergei Zubov,
Martin
Hall of
Striker,
Famer.
Ray Whitney, Igor Korolev, Keith Primu, Felix the Cat. Future
I'd maybe go with
Zemov.
Zubov because you're going to have to replace Randy Carlyle eventually.
But Owen Nolan ripping up the wing would be pretty good too, you have to admit.
Yeah, and both decent choices. Owen's going to be a little injury prone though.
Yeah. Zubov, if we get those other Russians signed, gives us another good player to have on the roster. All right, it's going to be Zubov. Next pick is Mike Ritchie. All right. Craig Conroy. Then Owen Nolan goes at 12. Martin Straka, Ray Whitney, Brian Savage, Magnus Arvidsson, Keith Primo, Jonas Hoagland.
This was a really good draft.
Espen Knudsen, Boris Mironov, Chris Terrian, Joseph Stumple. That's a name I haven't heard for a lot of years. Dmitry Zatonsky, Martin Rushchinsky, Alexander Goltz, Dan McGillis, Rob, I'm not sure how to say that name. Brian Smolinski. Okay. Brian Smolinski, Ian Moran, Sean O'Donnell, Sandis Ozolinch.
You haven't got a pick till like what, the fourth round?
Third round. Peter Nedved goes. Tommy Salo. Marat Divanov. This is actually a pretty good draft. Steve Ruchin.
Yep.
Alex Selivanov. Mike Newble. Marius Zerkowski.
Yep.
Daryl Sador. Mike Dunham. Yannick Perreault.
Felix Potvin still there.
Oh, this is our pick. Okay. Okay, I have to take the future Winnipeg Jet. I'm sorry. I have to.
Which one?
Zamnov. I mean, I wouldn't.
So just so I understand clearly here, you weren't going to be Mike Smith in this game.
I know. But Zamnov actually played for the Jets and played pretty well for a number of years.
Yep, and he was good with Solani.
Yeah. So we're going to pick Zamnov. Next pick is Dmitry Yuskevich, Brandy Shumnuk, Kozlov, Darby Hendrickson. That's a name I haven't heard for a long time. Maxim Sokolov. How come Felix Potvin has not gone yet? This is crazy.
Yeah, surprising. Jeff
Nielsen, Darren McCarty. Oh, man. Craig Johnson, Ken Klee, Yaroslav Modry. There's another name I haven't heard for many a year. Carl Dykes, Brad Tilley, Alexander Kavanaugh, Chris Simon. Igor Korolev finally goes with the 60th pick. Felix the Cat goes at pick 61 to Chicago. Brad Bombigier goes to Hartford. Dwayne Rollison goes with pick 63 to Edmonton. That seems appropriate again. Matthias Nordstrom, Alexander Uden, Eric Ryman, Roman Czechmanic goes to Vancouver. How do you feel about that, Jeff?
Good late pick. I don't think Vancouver did very well in the first couple of rounds.
Georgi Yetyukin? I'm not sure on that.
Yeah, never left the Soviet Union.
Chris McAlpine, Marco Tumanen, Oleg Shevtov, Juha Yolin, that's quite a name. Dave Karpa, Drake Berhowski, Jim Storm, what a great name. Hey guys, it's Jim Storm here. Leonidas Tambashevs?
Tambievs, yeah.
Jeff Dahl. Turner Stevenson. In the fourth round, we're still hitting future NHLers. Thomas Kirchink. Brad May.
Zdenya Seiger and Richard Smelik are still there. Roman Turek.
Yeah. Taro Nihi. Don Plant. I'm getting bored of saying all these names.
Pick until human.
Yep. All right, pick 93.
And we still got Seiger and Smelek there. Jason York. Harry Slager.
Wait, Yuri Slager's still there?
Yep.
Oh, man. We're going to try and grab him in the next round. Right now, we're going to take York to beef up our defense.
Legendary Canucks pick Sean Antosky.
Pick until human again. And Yuri Slager is still there, so we're grabbing him with this pick. Pick until human again. And Igor Ulanov went in round 7. Trevor Kidd.
Ryan Locker, the Loch Ness Monster.
Trevor Kidd, the guy who was actually drafted ahead of Martin Brodeur in real life, goes in round 6 to Calgary. Which seems appropriate. Roman Turek went to Minnesota in round 5. Okay. Any of these names really grabbing you?
Maybe take Locker. He's the best goalie available. Could use a little more depth there just in case Hasek doesn't sign and or you trade Essensa.
All right. Pick until human.
And Seiger is the only one there I see that had an actual NHL career. Oh, Yanni Lakanen's right below him. Oh, is that Steve Dubinsky? It's a little farther down.
Yeah, I was wondering if that, yeah.
Oh, like Petrov's there too.
All right, we're going to grab Dubinsky with this one. So this is round 9 pick. I think we have a 10th, and then I think this is our last pick in the draft.
Probably Lakinen, I think.
Yep. And yes, that was our final pick. NHL Entry Draft and Review. The general consensus is that the Jets had the best overall draft. Well, the Islanders came under some criticism. Nice. All right. So if we look at our unsigned guys. Oops. Let's look at potential then. Try and get Zubov under contract.
Yeah, I think so. And probably you can wait on the others.
I'm going to put Zamnov under contract too.
Yep.
And Yuri Slager. He didn't like being called a fringe prospect. Should we put... Oh, you know what? We're going to put Jason York under contract too. All right, so that's a big chunk. Yeah, we still got room to sign more guys too. So let's advance a couple days and see what happens. And Gusarov signs. Kaminsky signs. He wants 5. He can have it. He can have 13 too. Looks like we're still the top pick for Hasek. Is there any other... We still have the rights to what's his name? Don't we?
Who?
Oh no, he's gone. The guy who wanted so much money in the long contract. Ogrick.
Ogrodnik? No, he's. You can look him up, but I think he's a UFA now.
Yeah, but then why isn't he showing up in free? Why am I not seeing anybody in Free Agent Center signed? That's weird.
Just search for him and see where he is.
OG.
RODNICK.
Not signed anywhere.
And who are his rights with?
He wants $544,732.
Yeah, see, there we go. Now we get a reasonable deal out of him.
Sign him for that?
Yeah.
Why was he not showing up then? That's weird. All right. Dominic Hasek signs. Woo! So now we got Hasek and Fuhr.
And Essensa.
All right, we're going to put Essensa on the trade block. Did I accidentally set him to trade instead of trade block? Apparently I did. I'd really like a draft pick back for him. Stu Barnes signs. Timo Solani signs. Okay, Solani wants 8, but it's currently worn by Randy Carlyle. We just gave 13 to the Russian.
9?
I guess.
And Bobby All's number?
Yeah. All right, so it's signed. Okay, we figured out our big guys right now. I'm going to spend some time kind of going through this. Okay, we got more guys signed. And we'll kind of get going here. So we're a little bit over time right now. Samnoff wants 10. Well, guess what? He's not getting it. He can have 21. And Zubov wants 56. Okay, good. So thank you very much for tuning into another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager, as well as twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments as well. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we're at Franchise Hockey, where you can find a link to our official Discord as well in our Twitter bio. Of course, you can come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to our official forums, where you can come talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, Out of Park Baseball, Perfect Team, OOTP Go, or anything else you wish to discuss. Jeff, did I miss anything?
No, I think you covered pretty much everything there. We've got still working on the update. We'll hoping to have that out early next week. We've got a few new things in it for you. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to get the line changing thing worked out into the in-game decisions yet. We ran into a couple of problems with that, so I think we're going to have to push that back to the update, first update in the new year rather than this one. But we do have a few other new things coming for next week, so we'll let you know what those are.
Excellent. All right. So thank you very much. We'll be back again next week with our Vancouver Canucks stream, the good, the bad, and the ugly. The Vancouver Canucks in the 2021-2022 NHL season. Jeff, did I miss? So we good with everything else?
I think so.
All right. So we'll see you all again next week.